It's almost Halloween when everybody dresses up, but we found a way you can dress up year-round on stage without having to memorize lines.
This is really cool. It's called the Ageless Repertory Theater. It's housed at the Reno Little Theater, and it's a chance for anyone with any interest to get involved with the theater, all aspects, from directing to acting to promoting the theater.
And the beauty of this program is you don't need experience, you just need to be able to read.
You may not realize it, but the Reno Little Theater is home to another theater group in town as well, the Ageless Repertory Theater.
I'm sure you've noticed my confidence. It's the one thing about me you can't miss.
I noticed it the minute you said hi.
We do plays that are in book form, Broadway plays, most of them, mostly comedies, but we actually read the copy and don't memorize it.
This is a Neil Simon play. It's called I Oughta Be in Pictures.
Where do you know Steffi from?
From the door. She opened it and I came in.
It's a legitimate form of theater, very popular in the Eastern Seaboard, not so prevalent in the West, but we've been doing it since the year 2000.
They have a core group of about 25 members. They come from all walks of life with a couple of things in common: an enjoyment of the theater and maturity.
The youngest of our people is in their early 60s, and our oldest is 94.
I'm playing a 19-year-old girl who hitchhikes across the country to meet her father that she hasn't seen for 16 years. And I'm 84 years old, so I'm playing a 19-year-old, but that's what we do.
Some of these players do have experience in the theater. Many just saw it being performed and got involved themselves, learning from and building on each role as it came.
I've been daughters, I've been wives, I've been girlfriends,
So many of our people have started to say, gee, that would be fun to try. And they get into it, and you really kind of get the bug, and you get the reaction from the audience and say, oh, I want to do some more of this. And then you get more interesting roles and more speaking parts.
It's fun, but it is a challenge. And I think I'm not the only one that gets nervous. And then once I'm on stage, the nerves go away for the most part.
That pack on your back.
Oh, jeez, I forgot it was still there. After you carry it for 3 weeks, you think it's a growth.
Because they don't memorize the lines, they can put a play together in a month. But don't think that reading the lines makes it easier, because it actually gives them more things to juggle on stage.
You're talking to the audience, but you're talking to your character as well. I mean, you know, and then you're holding your book. And you have to know your lines well enough to look up when you're saying them. You're not just reading them. You have to feel them and know them. But it's a challenge.
And like all live productions, they feed off the audience.
We are very close to the audience. As you can see, the seats behind me are relatively close. You really can sense the action and reaction from the audience. They are with you, they're smiling, they're getting cheerful because you did something very poignant. This feeds the performer like nothing else.
Hello?
So we are awesome and very aged. But obviously, it keeps your mind very alive when you're working with reading and performing, because you're relating to your other players just as you do in a regular stage production, and you're relating to the audience and listening for their reaction.
They do have to buy the scripts and the rights to each play, but they get a lot of help from the Reno Little Theater with things like lights and audio. Just taking part creates a camaraderie over a common project, and anyone can join. That means you can check out their schedule on the Reno Little Theater website, check it out in person, and audition for the next production.
Again, no experience necessary. All you need is an interest in getting involved in any aspect of the theater.
And you know what? We have got a link all set up for you to see their schedule, to get their contact information so you can audition to get involved. It's on our website at agingandawesome.com, just under the featured segments tab.